Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Luna escapes her medical suite to intimately watch Will. Carter tries to reason with Ridge. Hope continues reconnecting with Liam. Lee panics when Luna goes missing. The Croaker has made it clear that nothing can know Luna is alive. Still, she just can't stop fixating on Will and leaves to attend the creation party. Lee ends up calling Sheila to warn her about Luna's exposure. Sheila doesn't know where Luna would have gone. After doing some thinking, she'll realize her granddaughter presumably went to the eatery. I could see Sheila storming down there and trying to get Luna out of there before Cleric or anyone additional notices. Luna doesn't waltz into the party looking like herself. This bone. A short, chin-length posy in a dark color and spectacles. As she stands in the center of the party, she's keeping a close eye on Will. Will talking with another girl. This bone seems to be another intern and has red hair. I aloud. I was seeing a youthful Sally at first. Luna knows if anyone recognizes her, she'll go back to captivity. So, she probably will just watch Will rather of approaching him. I wonder if she gets the redhead to flirt with him, however, in order to beget problems with Electra. Luna might indeed let Electra see her, but just for a moment. It would be a classic gaslighting scheme, where she lets Electra see her knowing sharp well that nothing will believe her. There will also be some conflict between Carter and Hope. The engaged man tells Ridge that he'll marry Hope. Still, while Carter is defending his relationship, Hope is reconnecting with Liam. Luna intimately attends Will party. Carter issues a plea to Ridge also. Hope and Liam get indeed closer. Lee realizes Luna is missing. Nothing can know that Luna is alive right now, and she clearly isn't stable enough to be out in society. Lee might also worry that Luna is going after Will. While scrabbling in the medical suite, Lee calls Sheila to give her a warning. It wouldn't take long before Sheila makes a disturbing discovery. She was the bone who told Luna that there was going to be a creation party at Il Giardino for Will. Sheila might not have meant to start trouble. Still, she should have known that Luna takes any splinter and turns it into an occasion. Luna will put on a disguise and be in the center of the fests at Will's party. There's also a print that shows Will talking to a beautiful redhead, who looks like she might be another intern. I wonder if Will could get drunk and get a little too kittenish with the redhead. Maybe Luna will make sure that Electra sees she's ready to take the coming step with Will. So, it would be devastating for her to see Will making out with another girl. Luna doesn't want to go back to captivity, so she knows not to make any direct moves on Will right now. I could see Luna letting Electra see her, also fading. It would be a classic gaslighting move. With everyone allowing Luna is dead, it could produce major issues with Will and Electra's relationship. There will also be more problems between Carter and Hope. The Susurrus tells Ridge that he's going to marry Hope. Hope is too busy reconnecting with Liam. In fact, she tells Liam that there's nowhere differently she'd rather be. Luna will trick Lee with a flight plot, so Will be doomed as the bash begins. Although Luna is thankful to Lee for saving her life, she also thinks Lee needs to lighten up. Luna still isn't the kind of girl who takes effects too seriously, so nearly dying didn't offer a real wake-up call. It's not surprising that Luna will resort to further wile. Luna might make up some reason to get relief of Lee, like asking for a particular food or something differently Lee might leave to pick up. Perhaps Luna could make her move while Lee's taking a little drowse. Luna will see the opportunity to sneak out and will take full advantage of it. After Luna makes her flight, Lee will discover that she's gone and freak out. Sheila will eventually admit Lee's unsettling phone call, so she'll get updates on Luna bolting. Sheila is a smart woman, so she'll surely put it together that Luna was relatively interested in the party. Since Sheila will know Will's going to be at the eatery, she'll presumably assume that's where Luna wants to be, too. Sheila may realize if she doesn't stop Luna before it's too late, her granddaughter could go back off the rails and land behind bars again. Luna has proven her mind can sink to some enough disturbing places, so Sheila will have good reasons to worry. Sheila will go on an critical Luna quest, there's no stopping her now. Luna will be on a charge to swish with Will, so she clearly wouldn't plan on letting Sheila, Electra, or anyone differently stand in her way. Since Sheila and Lee are the only people who know Luna survived, Luna will have to disguise herself so she can hang out at the festivity. After Luna goes exploring, she'll pick up a mask and get that familiar troublemaker glint in her eye. Mask may play a part in an identity blend-up soon. Thomas may go sicky and plan to take Brooke out formally and for all. Could Brooke be in grave peril now that she's on the verge of stealing Taylor down from Ridge? Thomas adores his mama and is relatively defensive of her, so he wouldn't appreciate it when Brooke successfully blows up Taylor and Ridge's rearmost reunion. It could be enough to shoot Thomas back off the rails. It wouldn't be the first time Thomas has targeted Brooke. Thomas may be gearing up for his worst plot yet if Brooke pushes him too far. Thomas got remedy and has apparently been rehabilitated, there's always a chance he'll head back into further unlawful home. This might be the perfect time to have Thomas lean into that side formally again and deliver some explosive drama as a result. Thomas will have a chance to reply once Ridge eventually chooses Brooke over Taylor, so you can go he'll be furious. Thomas's old issues will rear their unattractive head and leave him determined to wipe Brooke off the chart. Thomas will decide that as long as Brooke is alive, she's always going to stand in the way of Taylor and Ridge's happiness. As far as Thomas is concerned, he may suppose Brooke should have decomposed in that voyaging accident. Thomas may try to take charge of the situation and set the stage for Brooke to meet a grim fate. Thomas might indeed start featuring about Ridge leaning on Taylor once he's grieving the loss of Brooke. That doesn't mean Thomas will truly take Brooke out, but he could at least turn psycho again and make effects amusing. Thomas could bring some twists and turns formally he makes his big comeback. Ridge, Brooke, and Eric have returned from their suddenly near-fatal business trip to Italy, which means the timepiece is ticking on whether or not Tridge will survive. Taylor transferred Ridge off with trust in her heart, but she's not eyeless to her fiancé's undying passions for Isaac's destiny. Brooke. That's why she enlisted Nick's help in keeping the Golden concentrated on a future without Ridge. But fate, and a defective steering wheel, had other plans. Ridge dove into worried waters after Brooke, but will he leave Taylor drowning in an ocean of query? The route for a delicate discussion between the couple. Brooke left for Italy with high prospects, but she returned to LA without a clear picture of what would be next in her love life. This is because, despite assuring her that he'd make effects right, Ridge didn't feel to come home with the intention of ending his engagement to Taylor. Ridge contended Kelly's excitement over his forthcoming marriage to Taylor while specially lacking the same sparkle in his eye that his fiancée had. Still, he warmed at Taylor's retelling of their first engagement. He smiled as she enchanted their granddaughter with the tale of a treasure quest in St. Thomas and the ring he gave her. When Kelly ran off to draw them a surprise, Taylor and Ridge had a heart-to-heart about Brooke's voyaging accident. Taylor conceded the terror Ridge must have felt, allowing he could have been substantiation to Brooke's death. She sympathized with the feelings that it must have brought up. But she stopped suddenly of allowing Ridge to let them impact him. While Brooke has yet used Ridge saving her as influence to get him back, Taylor is trying to head her off at the pass. She prompted Ridge not to let what happened be used to manipulate him into falling back into his poisonous cycle with Brooke. Taylor also reminded him that he said he wanted to choose better for his life. But will he hear? Ridge has been adamant that he's not with Taylor because he feels shamefaced for going between her and Brooke for decades. He's claimed that her broken heart pattern isn't the reason why he's not going back to Brooke. Eric believes Ridge is trying to give Thomas and Steffi the unified family they didn't have growing up. That doesn't feel to be the case this go-around in Tridge's story. It would be foolish to ignore the way Ridge lights up when Taylor enters the room or to sidestep the veritably real commitment he's made to her, which includes the sentiment that the ring he gave her should have no way left her cutlet. Ridge and Brooke walk out into the evening together, but that doesn't mean it's going to be so simple. Taylor isn't going to give him up without a fight. It's possible the same will be true of Ridge. He may not be so willing to walk down, indeed, though his passions for Brooke haven't waned.